Hey, this topic is why do I think, and you can put your own 2 cents in it, it's okay. Just don't be negative and mean. But why I think women are the biggest people pleasers on the earth, right? These are some of the reasons why I think that we are people pleasers, right? Of course, we always got to go to that foundation. And before I go, I am Lee Hill, your hair coach, talking to you about all kind of topics coming to when it comes to talking about women. We talk about hair, of course, but I like to get into the mental side as well, because that kind of helps us talk about the issues and work on the outer appearance, right? And so why are we big people pleasers? Number one, we're taught that. As little girls, we are taught from a very young age, right? Especially we want to do the biblical thing where we're taught that we were here to be helpmeets, right? So a lot of times we're taught at a young age. There are some cultures where women, I was raised where you wash the dishes, you do the necessary chores, but the chores were like women chores, right? This is what young girls do. You got to wash the dishes, iron the clothes, learn how to cook the food. I had to learn how to cook greens, my collard greens and different things like that. Clean the bathrooms, different thing. My mom was used to clean homes when she first came here from the Bahamas. So things like that, we were already taught at a very, very young age to be people pleasers. You may not even pay attention to it, but yeah, that's true. Another reason why I believe that we are the biggest people pleasers is that when we get into relationships, and let's not even get to, I'll talk about getting to relationships with your significant other, but we can even talk about when we start going into school, right? That's where all of the serious stuff happens. That's where we are like, well, her hair is longer than mine. And you had those group of friends in elementary school where they were the girls that were long hair, or these are the girls that was like, back in my day, we was like red bone. Then you had the chocolate girls. I was a part of the chocolate girls. Then you had the conservative girls. Then you had the nerd girls, right? So you had all these different groups of young ladies, little girls, right? And you wanted to be a part of one of that. So even if you didn't even believe in things, or even if you were like, I just want to be a part of something, you were people pleasing those group of girls, or maybe you wanted to be a part of the drama team or different things like that. You were competing. We're taught then at that point to compete, and also to people please so you can be accepted, because we were taught that we have to learn to be accepted and validated, right? Then we're going to go to the next stage, right? And that's where we're talking about now you're getting into high school, junior high school. You're into the impressing people. You got to have this certain outfit on. Everybody wearing this. Back in my time, it was like everybody was wearing Elises and Lottos. I know y'all don't know about that stuff. What else we were doing? We were doing so much, y'all. DoorDash people. Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm outside my house. I'm about to go out with my friends. But we were like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, if you didn't have, and then I think that's when Adidas came about. If you didn't have, the sweatsuits, Fila's, and things like that. So we were trying to people please. And if you didn't have it, you was considered poor. Now, when I grew up in my neighborhood, we were considered one of the poor families in the neighborhood. So we didn't have those different things like that. My mom was like, honey, get you some Pro Wings. They were the imitation Reebok. She was like, honey, get you some Pro Wings, and I'm gonna make sure you clean, your clothes are ironed. That's all you need to worry about. But I wanted to people please, because why? We were taught at a young age. So I was the one that was kind of ostracized, because I had no way of people pleasing, because my parents didn't have the funds, or even if they did have the funds, they was like, we're not going poor to try to people please these people, honey. We paying bills. So that's the next stage. Then now we're going into our careers. We're in college. We are now getting to relationships. We're having children. Don't forget that. Some of us may be teenage parents, right? And so we're in a relationship we probably shouldn't be in so young, but you're in those relationships, and now the baby comes about and you're trying to please some young boy that has no idea what he wants in life, who he wants in life, and probably don't even know what love is. And we don't either. We match them to the T, but we're both trying to people please, and especially the woman. Now we're doing things that we probably shouldn't be doing. We're doing grown people things at a young age because we're trying to what? People please. That's the answer. All right, so that's one of the main things. And then we get into these relationships, right? And then you have these group of women. Now we're adult women. And you see it all the time on social media. You see it on these Real Housewives. I haven't watched Real Housewives in years. I tried to last night, but I think it was Huntsville. The men were a little too chatty for me. But I'm looking at them and they're like, oh, I have this new, I forgot Martell. I think he was doing like a showing of a house, and everybody had to show up in a new car and a nice cars, and they had to have the best outfit on, and the man is showing a house to sell. And I'm like, man, it is amazing. But then when you're in those relationships, you got to be the top woman. You got to be the woman that when you walk in the room, you stop the show, because men like to have a woman on their arm that's a trophy that's stopping the show. And so you're trying to people please the man. Then you're in relationships with your girlfriends and you're competing. It's people pleasing and competing all at the same time. Then you're in a relationship with your girlfriends, and your girlfriends may be with this person, or maybe married to this person, or maybe in this tax bracket. You're not in that tax bracket, but you want to be with them. So you're people pleasing and you're doing things that you don't even like to do. You're like, I don't even want to do this. This is not something I like to do. But because you want to feel important, you think that the people that are around you, your peers, are more important than you, you want to people please, right? So why am I talking about this topic? Because you don't need validation. It comes a certain time in your life when you get old enough and you're like, why am I doing all of this? Why am I buying this? Why am I subscribed to this? Why am I wearing this? I don't even like wearing this. I don't even like hanging out there. But we do it because this is what we're taught from young ages, right? Until now. And then now we have a society that says, oh, if you do this, then you're considered top notch, or whatever the case may be. And so I'm talking about it because one of the things I really, really strive to be is live in my true authenticity. Be the person that I am. And a lot of times we don't understand that, because we're running through life and don't realize that we're really not living who we truly are. But what happens is God will allow trials and tribulations to come in to make you reevaluate your life, reevaluate your relationships, reevaluate your decisions in life that you have made, and make you say, now, if you keep making these decisions, you're going to keep coming up with this result. You have to learn to change the inward man, right? The inward man, in order to live in your true, authentic self, to live in your true, you want to be happy, to live and be happy, right? To live and have relationships where you experience real love. And why? Because now you have changed from people pleasing to pleasing only you yourself, and saying, you know what? I'm okay. And guess what? I don't need you to validate me. When you enter into relationships, you don't need validations. You already know who you are, right? So I wanted to talk about why women people please, because we are the biggest people pleasers, and it must stop. If you are one of those women that are searching, you like, I want to be happy, I want to be me, you know what I mean? And I'm dealing with people I don't even want to deal with. I got these bad relationships. I'm from one relationship to another relationship. I'm in a part of groups I don't even like being a part of, because I'm so busy people pleasing that I ain't living my life. I'm not living life. And before you know it, you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, you're in your 60s, you're in your 70s, trying to start all over again because you finally got it at that time. So I hope this video blesses you to realize that you don't need to people please anybody. The only people you need to please is yourself and the Most High above, right? Because those are the only people that can get you into the way. God is not a people, but The only thing that can get you into heaven is you, by changing your ways and realizing that, hey, this people pleasing business is too much for me. It's over my pay grade. And I really want to just live my true, authentic self, be happy, trust God, and live a full life. This video is definitely for you. I pray this video blesses you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and subscribe to this channel. Ladies, I pray this bless you. You guys have a wonderful week. I'll see you next video. Bye.